Hello, good evening. Welcome to AllotmentJoy. Well, I've decided that the peas are now coming to an end. I've got a problem with a mouse, I believe, who is nabbing the peas off the plant, and the plants are just getting a bit less and less. So I'm going to call it a day with this lot. So originally, the original lot were bought plants. Bought in the spring. They hummed and hard for a long time, and then eventually did get going. But actually, by the time it got going, I'd already planted some more peas. So anyway, I let everything grow and cropped, and had good crop off them. And then instead of actually ripping everything out, I just made new holes. Didn't rip the old plant out, just made new holes and put new peas in. Of course, made sure that it was under a net as well, because the pigeons like the peas. And so it's time to say goodbye to the peas in this particular plot. And then I'm going to move over to the archways, because I've also got beans on there. So I'll have to have a fish around to see if I can see any. Oh, there's some very long ones there, I know. See what I can get out of it, so make it worthwhile for the freezer. Anyway, so any of the red cabbages are doing all right. They were late going in. Got little heads, but nothing to write home about at the moment. So as long as they carry on going and are covered, they can stay here. And of course, the white cabbage that's down there, I'll show you. I can't show you. Anyway, the white cabbage, they were ultra late, so if you get any kind of mini head out of that, it's all right. So anyway, the pumpkin Big Max is busy. There's this friend over there, and I see back to the red cabbages over here. Go on. Yeah, the red cabbages over here. These two I put in actually earlier on in here, and huge head on that one. Happy as Larry. Happy that I covered them over with netting as well. This is all provisional. In fact, that's no good like that, is it? So anyway, but the pigeons don't particularly like red cabbage. They like white cabbage more so. But yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. I've got, good God, honestly, there must be about at least 30 centimetres in diameter. So I'm certainly won't be able to use all this. So I have to pass it round. But yeah, still lots to harvest and lots to plant. So it might look dull. And the rain and things like that, and the wind's cold. The wind's cold, so I've got the greenhouse actually shut up because of the wind direction. It keeps the plants warm. I've got here, all my dwarf French beans, and come on, here you go. Yeah, for instance here, gotta look for them, and that's a long one I've got to get to grips with. But come to the greenhouse, very untidy at the moment, but I'm concentrating more on the plants and the plot, the new plot and everything. So I'll just shut this door. Come on, right. Yeah, so this is my plus minus thermometer, and you just press the button. Oh, there it is. Press the button and it goes back to its actual temperature, but it also gives me a good indication what temperature is actually going on in the pluses or the minuses. Interesting at night time as well. Got to keep an eye out. I mean, the plastic is quite good. It does keep it warmer than conventional glass. So, but I've also got a greenhouse heater as well now. So yeah, so here's my cauliflower igloo, and lots of things like kale, white normal kale, red kale, and it's also really bad lighting levels. But yeah, I've just got lots to plant out. Broccoli, kohlrabi. There's my leeks, mammoth, so I'll be intrigued to see how big they get. So yeah, so some of the things down here have been planted out. Some seed packets, don't know what the variety is, so I'm just growing them nevertheless. Couple of peppers, and actually this lot here, Gale red, got hit by slugs, so hence the slug pellets. Well, it's not exactly the most brilliant thing, but never mind. Otherwise you're just growing it for nothing, aren't you? So yeah, so anyway, so I went and bought some shop bought garlic for a few pennies, and alright, I might not get huge cloves of garlic at the end of it, but I've got four packs, and see what happens really. If I get some good clothes out of it, I'm happy, and having spent oodles of money buying posh garlic. Anyway, so yeah, so what I've decided is to come down, get rid of the peas, harvest a few more peas and beans, and then, to my disappointment, the butternut squash. I've been searching why on earth the butternut squash hasn't worked, and someone says could be to do with the soil quality. They certainly weren't lacking in water. All male flowers, no female flowers at all, and as I said, they went all yellow, and now eventually they're actually producing some green leaves. But I think it's now coming out, or was it August? Just had the bank holiday behind us, and I just can't see them growing any much longer, and certainly not fruiting, and certainly not be worth keeping. So I think what I'm going to do is make a clean sweep of these. I mean, there's plenty of flowers, some of the flowers are there, like, but it's just, there's just no fruit whatsoever. So oh well, ho hum, you know, it's one of those things, highs and lows. It's been a funny year anyway with the weather. So whether that has anything to do with it, the soil was, because it's a brand new allotment that we started this year, in order to give the soil a good start, I put a lot of manure down first, and then topped it with soil, with compost. So maybe that might have something to do with it, but certainly not successful. And of course the tree spinach, if you just go up and up and up and up and up and up and up now, it's just absolutely huge, you know. So what a fun plant to grow. And so I've got my corn on the cob. I think I'll wait a little bit longer. I don't think they're quite ready yet. And yeah, these were late going in, so I'll get small heads off them. Still a little puzzled about this. I can't imagine that they're broccoli like, but it looked like they're forming a heart. But hey, we'll see what happens anyway. It's not running away. And the carrots are doing okay. And a bit of kale, that worked. Don't want that. We don't want nettles. And yeah, I've got some beetroot I planted. There's some beetroot I planted earlier. Alright, it might be a little bit late, but if anything comes about it, well, hey ho. This is all turnips, little turnips like snowball and things like that. So I haven't got the heart to thin it out, but really I think I should. And then I'll probably get more out of it, but I'm going to have to lift the net up and have a good look at the state of play. But anyway, this is quite funny though. The spinach, I grew the spinach, and of course I was trying to pick it leaf for leaf, and I thought I've got too much to do to cut, so I've just grabbed it, cut it off, left the head in, and then off it went again. So I've got another batch of spinach to pick. You know, here's some more beetroot as well. Even if you did get baby beetroot, well, what the heck, you know. And of course these were supposed to be Christmas potatoes, and I went out to the garden centre and bought a pack of Christmas potatoes with Christmas on it. And yeah, and out of the four, I'm keeping saying them a lot. Out of the 4 tubs, only two plants actually came out. You know, so that was really poor. So I've planted to. I thought, what the heck? I've got some home shop bought potatoes from home. They must have eyes in them somewhere. So yeah, I've just stuck them in, and if something comes about it, then yeah. So I've got some more little peas here to pick, you know, but the flower patch behind it is quite interesting. I've got asters here, and the gladiolas have come out as well. They're only little gladiolas, but they're putting an appearance in, one on this side of the fence and one on the other side of the fence. But what pretty flowers they are. Yeah. And still lots of work to do with the strawberries. Making new cuttings as well, so much work to do. And of course, naturally the next rain shower is coming, so we won't shrink in the wash anyway. So yeah, so anyway, let's not talk about over there yet. There's work to do there as well. Anyway, so I'll say goodbye for just now, and I'll give you another update when I can. At the moment, I'll just get some harvesting. I'll get some peas in and things like that, and tidy up a bit. All right, bye for now, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you feel like it. Okay, bye.